Hey everyone, this is the beginning of a new building for my city. This is intended to go to the right side of my mall in its new location, and you're watching me approach this with very little plan. The ideas that I had were to first go with a retail warehouse conversion sort of look, so kind of plain in terms of its architecture, sort of function first. And I wanted to go with earthy tones, but I very quickly realized that I didn't have enough of the dark tan of the bricks, the masonry bricks, to make the kind of load-bearing columns around the outside. So I switched over to the medium dark flesh or medium nougat color for those, just based upon parts availability, and then switched over to the dark tan as an accent color. And I may actually end up switching out those dark tan masonry bricks along the top for something else, a different texture. But I definitely wanted to have the brick texture down near the ground, just kind of an idea of kind of having old building materials that have been left behind after the conversion. There's going to be one business on this first floor and then a different business on the second floor. The first floor will have kind of two sections to it, so the business will kind of have its front end and its back end. See how that ends up working out. And I didn't know what the proportions would be, where everything would be, so I kind of just let the pieces speak to me and kind of fill in and figure out what would fit into the available space comfortably. Those red doors there are probably going to stay. If I can find a brighter color combination, then I'll definitely swap that in at some point. But I needed some really bright colors, some transparent colored parts there to really draw a lot of attention to that. That's a separate thing. You'll see why that's happening. Not in this video, maybe in the next one, maybe in the one after that. This is over here, the side that's going to be viewed the least, so that's actually going to get covered up. It's not going to have, probably not going to have any windows on it at all. But everything is completely subject to change at any point because this is just the beginning, and like I said, not too much of a plan for it. What I'm working on here is a set of stairs. I wanted to see if I could come up with the most compact possible minifig compatible stair system, just figuring out what size would be necessary to get up to the second level, because stairs always take up just so much space. They waste so much space in any kind of structure build. So I really don't like having to put stairs in, but this is a place where I really felt they were necessary. I couldn't just go with an elevator. I expect the upper floor to get a lot of traffic, or at least a lot of traffic at one time. So I wanted, in this case, to have two staircases in order to accommodate kind of foot traffic going up and foot traffic going down at the same time. So this, I believe, will actually end up changing just a little bit from what you see here, but it's starting to move into the direction that I want at this point. So I moved one entrance over to the side, and the entrance that's currently on the back will end up getting blocked off. That'll be like an old entrance, so this one here. So I actually end up locking that out. Found out that you have an uneven spacing or an awkward spacing between door handles. You can't just easily put a tile across those. So one of those pieces behind had to be a stud and the other piece had to be a tile underneath there. This ended up just getting closed off. I actually really like the white over there. It looks very appropriate for an area near recent modern retail space that is just closed off, where they just don't want you to be seeing inside. So just having the white there, but still having the window frames, I think that looks pretty good. I might end up putting something else on the side with some stickers or something. The staircase ended up coming together very well, and that archway that I put in at the last second will actually fit into the new motif very well for what that's going to be. And this last thing that you'll see me building here is supposed to be a giant scale kind of banjo sort of thing, because this lower floor, as it turns out, is going to be a music store or musical instrument store. So it's going to have a large showroom space. This is where this is intended to go. Showroom space will have some kind of fake instruments outside as just, things to kind of catch the eye and let you know what is there from a distance. And then there'll kind of be the back end storage and hopefully probably some repair stuff for the musical instrument business. So all entrance for that store will be on the side street, same street that the mall is on, and then the red doors are the entrance to the upper floor, which will be a completely different and completely unrelated establishment. So this is how this is fitting in for now. I'm liking the colors, I'm liking the shaping, and it's all going to non-plan. It's looking as good as I could ask for. It's looking as appropriate as I could ask for. It kind of has the right feeling. I think that the second level will be less interesting and we'll have a little bit more of that pre-conversion feel, a little bit more of the formerly industrial area kind of feel, which will help to bridge that divide between the commercial and industrial spaces. So there's a lot more work to be done. I will keep you up to date as new stuff is available to show. I'll talk to you again soon.